Good evening, Tornado Nation, and thank you for joining us here tonight on Tommy TV. My name is Olivia Guerin.
And I'm Aviana Fuentes.
Tonight, the Taylorville Tornadoes are up against the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs, with the Tornadoes' record being 14-9 overall and 6-2 in conference, and the Bulldogs being 19-9 overall and 8-1 in conference.
Tonight is a pivotal night for our girls as a victory over the Bulldogs and Mount Zion would secure them a spot in the Apollo Conference title. Now let's send it over to our game commentators, Anthony Rebecco and Aaliyah Polly.
Thank you for that, Olivia and Aviana, and welcome. Good evening. My name is Anthony Rebecco.
And I'm Aaliyah Polly.
And thank you all for joining us this evening for an exciting Apollo Conference matchup. We're so glad to have you with us tonight. The Taylorville Tornadoes are taking on the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs in an attempt to keep the possibility of winning the Apollo alive. Again, my name is Anthony Rebecco. I'm joined this evening by Aaliyah Polly. And Aaliyah, thank you for joining us again. How are you?
I'm doing well, Anthony. Thank you for having me again on such an exciting Friday night rivalry matchup between the Tornadoes and the Bulldogs. The girls are currently 3-2 in their last 5 matchups, coming off back-to-back wins against U High and most recently Mattoon on Tuesday on senior night. However, this Apollo Conference meeting will test the Tornadoes and push them to the limits if they want to pull out a win tonight.
Absolutely, and you said it. The Bulldogs are sitting at 18-9 overall and took home a win last time they met the Tornadoes on December 21st. However, the Tornadoes played hard and only lost by 3, so hopefully the home court advantage can give them the momentum that they need to pull out a win this evening.
So let's take a look at the Apollo Conference standings and what it would take for the Tornadoes to end on top. The Bulldogs are sitting atop the Apollo with an 8-1 record. Right behind them are the Flaming Hearts of Effingham at 7-2. And then, sitting in third, are the Tornadoes, 6-2. The Tornadoes have to win their next 2 Apollo matchups to be tied for the conference title. Again, the road won't be easy. They must beat Mahomet here tonight and then travel to Mount Zion next week on Tuesday to pick up a win there. If the Tornadoes can successfully accomplish this feat, they could find themselves with an Apollo Conference trophy.
Yeah, so it's not going to be an easy road by any means, but if the Tornadoes can pull off a couple more conference wins, Apollo Conference wins, like you said, they could find themselves on top. Last time these two teams met back in December, Addison Tarr led the way with 19 points, and her combined efforts with Champley, Fleming, and Heimsness all added up to the majority of the Tornadoes' 60-point total.
Yeah, also in that game, Tarr had 14 rebounds, which is just a crazy number considering 10 of those rebounds were offensive. However, T-ville Stahl struggles from behind the three-point line. Addison shot 1 for 6, and Kylie shot 3 for 14. And for the sharpshooting seniors, they'd love to have a higher percentage than that tonight. Overall, Heimsness shot 4 of 18 from field goal range, but it is important to keep in mind, even with some of those low numbers, the Tornadoes only lost by 3.
Absolutely. So a close game last time in Mahomet. Tornadoes trying to come back here this evening and pick up a huge Apollo Conference win. We've been seeing some of the warm-ups. We've been circling some of the names. We see Reese Gallier on our lineup, Kylie Waldinger, Courtney Fonte, all great shooters. Fonte especially had some great three-point shooting last time these two teams met.
Sophomore.
Yes, sophomore, like you said right there. So it'll be a difficult matchup, but we have the Jazz Band here tonight pumping them up, and it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun matchup. I'm excited to see what tonight brings.
Yeah, always awesome as both teams make their way into the locker rooms. Again, we want to thank you all for joining us this evening. Tomorrow's going to be a big day as well, with Pana coming out for the Route 29 rivalry games.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be an exciting day. A long day, but an exciting one.
Long and exciting day, like you said right there. So, anyways, the cheer team will come out here to perform the fight song, so we'll go ahead and step aside for that right now. I'll pull up the multi. An amazing fight song performance as always as the Lady Tornadoes make their way onto the court, as well as the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs. Let's look at some interesting common opponents for both of these squads. As for the Bulldogs, they're 10-4, Tornadoes are 9-4. Both of these teams beat Mount Zion, they beat Charleston twice. Both these teams split against Effingham, having lost their first game and beating them a second time around. Both of them beat Jacksonville, both of them beat Mattoon twice, as well as U-High, and both of them lost against Lincoln. The Bulldogs beat Glenwood, Tornadoes lost against them, but Tornadoes beat Springfield and the Bulldogs lost against Springfield. So looking at these common opponents, there's a lot of similarities, Nalia.
Yeah, they're very similar in build. There's going to be a lot of great matchups defensively. It'll be a fun night, like I said. You got time to make it to the Dolph, too, if you want to head on out here. It'll be fun to watch live.
Absolutely, for sure. Also, a huge feat for 3 of these girls that have joined the 1,000-point club just in these last couple of seasons. Addison Tarr having done so just in her last season, but Kylie Heimsness and Maisie Fleming as well. So just a huge accomplishment for all of these seniors. Kylie Heimsness as well, and then finally Maisie Fleming. So just a great accomplishment, and man, we've been seeing them improve all 4 years. We had senior night a couple of days ago, and man, that was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. The energy, the atmosphere, like, they just had a really fun night. I mean, if you tuned into Tommy TV, you heard me scream really loud. I'm very sorry. That should have been a headphone warning to all y'all watching. I hope that I don't scream like that tonight, but hey, if we did, then the energy, it must be really high. So,
absolutely. As Dolph Stanley Court and some of the fans start to finish piling in here, both teams will now line up for the national anthem, so we'll go ahead and step aside as they do that. We'll be right back after player lineups, national anthem, and more right here on Tommy TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dolph Stanley Court here at Taylorville High School for tonight's Apollo Conference basketball contest between the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs and your Taylorville Tornadoes. At this time, could you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, which will be performed tonight by your award-winning THS Jazz Band under the direction of Cliff Jordan. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the visitors, the Bulldogs of Mahomet-Seymour High School. At a forward, a sophomore, number 3, Hannah Martin. At a forward, a senior, number 4, Reese Gallier. At a guard, a senior, number 5, Kylie Waldinger. At a guard, a sophomore, number 11, Courtney Fonte. And at guard, a junior, number 12, Hannah Creel. The Bulldogs are coached by Dan Campion.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning. Please seek shelter immediately.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Tornadoes. At 1 forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 14, Grace Rogers. At the other forward, a 6'4" senior, number 32, Maisie Fleming. At a guard, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Leah Champley. At a guard, a 6' senior, number 23, Addie Tarr. And at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Kylie Heimsness. The Tornadoes are coached by Hayden Eldred, assisted by officials for this contest are Terry Williams, Eric Williams, and Bob West.
The Jazz Band is here. The starting lineups are set, and we are ready to go live from Dolph Stanley Court. It's the usual starting five from head coach Hayden Eldred. Thank you for joining us this evening for a 7 p.m. tip-off here at Dolph Stanley Court. Live THS girls basketball, and the girls trying to keep themselves in the running for an Apollo Conference title. Tornadoes win the tip. Thank you for joining us tonight. Anthony Raveco alongside Nalia Pauly. Tornadoes trying to give themselves some momentum early. Are at home this time. We mentioned last time these two teams met 63-60 in favor of the Bulldogs. Champley wide open, goes up, and is fouled. So Leah Champley will have the chance to get the Tornadoes on the board early. And that last time back in December that the Bulldogs met the Tornadoes in Mahomet, Addison Tarr led the scoring with 19 points. Behind her was Leah Champley with 12, who's at the free throw line now, and she hits her first. Another look at that foul. Man, Tornadoes might have caught a break with that foul call.
I was going to say.
But Leah Champley takes advantage of it and drains them both. So 2-0 early. Mahomet coming off of a loss recently, trying to get themselves back into the win column. The kick looks like Tornadoes working that zone. Kylie Heimsness anchoring up top, trying to get a steal. Over into the corner. That's a three-pointer, no good. The Bulldogs come away with the rebound. It's Gallier. She loses it for a moment, now recovers, but Addison Tarr picks it away. Addison Tarr gets it to Heimsness. Leah Champley, the dump off. Tornadoes working with the ball movement. Heimsness long three is good.
Holy mackerel. Oh my word.
Kylie Heimsness struggled a little bit in that last game from beyond the arc, and that was a deep one right there as the Tornadoes swatted away again. Addison Tarr comes up with it. So another turnover for the Tornadoes. Addison Tarr finds Heimsness in the corner. Another three is no good. He will go out of bounds off of the Tornadoes. So a little bit of a misfire there, but Tornadoes still with a 5-0 lead. So you see Kylie Heimsness. Heimsness, another one of those senior leaders on this team, hit her 1,000-point milestone earlier this season, along with Maisie Fleming. Heimsness trying to trap. It's Fonte, and now Waldinger. She gets it over to Creel. Creel, working mid-range, is no good. Tornadoes fighting for the rebound. Maisie Fleming comes away with it. Fleming kicks it to Heimsness. Heimsness directing traffic. Heimsness finds Rogers. Rogers to Fleming. Now Champley. Champley's mid-range is good.
Yeah.
And a timeout is called by head coach Dan Campion. The Tornadoes with an early 7-0 lead.
You know, we saw Leah Champley play extremely well on senior night. Her shots were falling. I mean, she hit a three. We never see Leah hit threes. Because she doesn't ever shoot them. She always tries and drives in to get a foul. And you know what? I think that senior night was the night she needed in order to improve her confidence as far as shooting the ball goes. Because we just saw her. She's already sunk 2 free throws. She's shooting the ball mid-range, and she's looking good while doing it, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Leah Champley, one of those key pieces to this senior lineup. And like you said, I think senior night, I would agree with you 100% that it boosted her confidence a little bit. She already has 4 points this evening.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the Bulldogs can do out of this timeout. They're scoreless through the first couple of minutes. And they'll bring it up the court now. Martin. No substitutions so far. Another turnover. Maisie Fleming comes away with it. Fleming hands it off to Heimsness. Heimsness thinks about a three. Long pass over to Tar. Tar, long two is good. So Addison Tar keeps the Tornadoes right where they left off, and it's a 9-0 run to start off the game for the Tornadoes. Waldinger dribbles, finds Gallier in the corner. Her three-pointer's good. So Gallier gets the Bulldogs on the board, and it's 9-3. Big shout out to all of our Tommy TV crew on cameras in the studio tonight, bringing you this one on Friday night. Himes, this open three is deep and no good, a little bit too strong. Rebound Bulldogs breaking away now is Gallier. She'll take it all the way to the hoop. Cannot connect, but a rebound bounces right over to Fonte, who missed it, and Fleming with the rebound. So again, no substitutions so far. We had circled on our roster Gallier and Waldinger. They're good on offense.
Ooh.
Fonte can shoot.
That was that way. That's Taylorville.
And man, we'll get another. Man, they say Bulldogs ball. I want to see another look right there if we can find one. And here's a great look from Tommy TV down low. It looks like it hit off of Champley and then ended up rolling out of bounds. So Bulldogs ball, but Grace Rogers tried to pick it off right there. She ends up tipping it out of bounds. So 9-3 early in this game. Only about 4 minutes off of the clock so far. Head coach Hayden Eldred watching on his girls on defense. Bulldogs trying to get the ball movement going. That's a three-pointer and it's good. Kylie Waldinger connects.
Taylorville is starting out in a 1-2-2 defense. I would say that zone is probably one of their stronger sides, so I think that that is a smart choice coming into this Mahomet game. But they are going to have to make sure that their head is on a swivel because they do have, Mahomet has baseline runners right now.
Fleming couldn't connect on the mid-range. Fonte gets it over to Waldinger. Into the corner now. Another three-pointer is good. And so after the Tornadoes went on a 9-0 run, the Bulldogs have went on a 9-0 run themselves and tied it right back up to where we started, 9-9.
I mean, that's nothing we didn't expect to see, Anthony. I mean, Taylorville, like I said, is going to have to keep their head on the swivel. Mahomet can kind of go from doing one thing to another, and they're easy. Like, they find a way to change the game. If they're down, they're going to find a way to come back.
Absolutely. Like you said, Mahomet, not one of those teams to just fall away. They're going to fight the entire time.
Yeah.
And they prove it right there by going on a 9-0 run. It was led by three of the starters, Martin, Gallier, and Waldinger. All have a three-point bucket.
I can't really tell what defense Mahomet is currently set in. I'm leaning towards like more of a 1-3-1 kind of zone, and if that's the case, but they have people dropping down every now and then, so maybe it's man. I don't know. It's man. They went man.
Tar down low in Champley. Heimsness thinks about a three. The pump fake got her opponent in the air. Addison Tar, wide open three is good.
Boom.
And Addison Tar hits a big three, gives the Tornadoes back the lead. That one is stolen away. Kylie Heimsness dives on the floor. Addison Tar touches it now, tips it up in the air. Man, it looked like she tried to tip it over Hannah Martin. Might have been wise just to keep it on the ground.
Oh!
As a foul is called against Leah Champion. We'll get another look here at that chaos.
There's a lot going on.
Looked like Addison Tar was trying to tip it over her opponent's head a minute ago. As here's another look at that foul. Leah Champley might have drawn some contact on the arm. I think Addison Tar was trying to tip it over Martin's head. That ended up being picked off. And after that foul, it will be Bulldogs ball.
We did have a substitution on the Taylorville end. Peyton DeMichael has stepped in for Grace Rogers. And Addie Tar pulls away with that rebound.
Tar drives, goes up with the left, no good. Maisie Fleming right there, goes up and puts it in. So Maisie Fleming gets her first points of the evening.
Don't swat. Don't swat.
Tornadoes come away with it. Addison Tarr, the pass. Heimsness is good.
That pass.
That was
pass.
pretty.
Holy cow.
Man.
She said, whoop, right over the head.
Take a look at this. Watch this. Watch this.
Boom.
Whoop. Oh, hook
That
pass.
was a great angle to see that. Holy cow.
Little Kareem Abdul over the shoulder. Man, that's just another one of those things. Knowing where your teammates are at all times. Tarr has eyes in the back of her head. She found Heimsness right there. And the Tornadoes now on a 7-0 run. Have pulled away a little bit, 16-9, but certainly not a cushion that the Tornadoes are comfortable with, especially this early in the game. We know Mahomet's strength in playing all 4 quarters. In their averages, they have been best. They've been pretty consistent without all 4 quarters. They typically do average a little bit lower in the first, but about 13 averaging all 4 quarters. Tornadoes with a significant increase in the first and third, a little bit lower in the second and fourth. So we'll see how true those averages pan out tonight. So far, the Tornadoes with 16. That three-pointer is no good too long. Tornadoes come away with the rebound, and Peyton DeMichael. So DeMichael gets a rebound. Heimsness with it, with just over 2 minutes to go in the first. Heimsness driving. Fleming, DeMichael. DeMichael back to Fleming, down low, and Rogers. Rogers goes up. Rogers no good. Almost comes away with her own rebound, but Waldinger right there to break it away. Gallier running, gets it swatted.
I didn't even see Addie's hands go up.
Man, we got another look at that right here. Amazing angle. And man.
She just walks, beep.
Not
Walked
today.
right by.
Not today.
She said, not in our house.
Just swatted away before she could even go up. The inbound is good to Waldinger. She'll hand it off to Gallier. And now Fonte. Thinking about a three is Waldinger, but instead she'll drive the kick. The shot from Fonte is no good. So Bulldogs struggling a little bit beyond the three-point line after hitting a few in a row to give themselves 9. Himes just pulls up, takes a three, no good.
Good board, Grace.
Rogers. And a jump ball was called. Man, Tornadoes wanted a foul. We'll take a look right here.
Yeah, that was definitely. It looked like she had her hand almost on her arm and then it rolled on top of the ball.
It was a little bit of an early jump ball call, in my opinion, but we have talked about referees calling that a little bit earlier nowadays. Don't want to give time for injuries and that sort of thing, as Maisie Fleming picks it away. So a minute 10 left to go in the first quarter. Kylie Himes with the crossover. The stop down low was looking for Grace Rogers. Overthrew it a little bit as Rogers had lost her footing. And a couple substitutions for the Tornadoes. Champley and Werns checking in. So Coach Eldred utilizing that deep bench that he has to give some players breaks and use all of his assets here this evening.
Smart on his point.
I believe Mahomet's kept in the same 5 the whole time. Wide open three is no good again from Waldinger. She gets her own rebound, thinks about a three, drives, kicks. That one more pass, shot from Gallier, rattles home.
I mean, Mahomet's ball movement on that play was impeccable. It was.
Oh, and yeah, Rogers wanted to pass it off, but a pretty clear travel right in front of us right there. So the Tornadoes have been giving Mahomet a lot of open looks, whether intentionally or not. They haven't been cashing in on a ton of them.
I think that Mahomet's ball movement is just getting Taylorville knocked off their feet, and like they're not being able to reach it. I mean, we've seen great closeouts, but it's too late at that point.
Anna Stryker has checked into this game for the Bulldogs. But it's Waldinger still in command. Martin, the long pass to Gallier, and it's stolen away. Kylie Heimsness. Heimsness with 17 seconds to go. Finds Grace Rogers. Rogers hits the lay. So the Tornadoes cooking on offense right now. 7 seconds left to go. Heimsness steals it away. 4 seconds. 3 now. She goes up. Cannot hit the layup. Champley fighting, goes up, and the last minute shot is good. So Leah Champley puts the cap on the first quarter. Tornadoes with a big 20 points against Mahomet-Seymour's 12. Some huge first quarter there from the Tornadoes. Again, their average has been about 15, but they put up 5 more than that. Leah Champley with the huge bucket there at the end.
Yeah.
She has 6 points this evening.
I definitely think that senior night was the confidence boost that she needed to. I mean, she's really good defensively, but now she's showing up offensively as well, and I think that that is playing a major role for the Tornadoes side right now. I mean, she has 6 points, and I think that's the most right now. So she's sitting at the highest right now with 6.
Earlier this year, Tommy TV had the awesome opportunity to collaborate with Bulldog TV. We got the chance to travel over there with our crew in gear and broadcast a volleyball games. That was a amazing time for Tommy TV. Unfortunately, the Tornadoes did go down, but it was awesome meeting everyone there that worked with Bulldog TV and getting that opportunity. Again, thank you all for tuning in. If you're watching from Mahomet or from Taylorville or wherever you're tuning in from, thank you all for watching live. Again, a great partnership with Bulldog TV that Tommy TV has had, and we appreciate that opportunity to broadcast with you. Tornadoes can't take their foot off the gas now. It's 20-12, but we've witnessed how Mahomet doesn't slow down, and the Tornadoes want to pick up right back where they left off. Some good ball movement right now from T-ville. Kylie Himesness as the double team comes in. Fleming gets up high to receive that pass. Champley goes up and can't connect. Fleming there with the rebound, and Fleming connects. So Fleming's layup is good, and Taylorville extends their lead to 10.
We are seeing Taylorville try and match Mahomet's energy on their offensive end because we just saw probably 8 passes before a shot was even thought to go up. And I think that that is extremely important, especially if you want to get Mahomet off of their feet because they are a fast team defensively.
Foul called right there on Kylie Himesness as she just moved her body a little bit too far in front of Waldinger. Waldinger inbounds right in front of us. And the Bulldogs will have an opportunity to get some points on the board as that one is no good. Addison Tarr with the rebound. Tarr had 14 rebounds in that earlier matchup against the Bulldogs. We mentioned that a little bit pregame as that pass is miscued a little bit too wide and a turnover for the Tornadoes.
It's all right. It's all right.
Miscommunications happen, obviously. Mistakes happen, but in a high-stakes game like this, you want to limit them as much as possible. Just let yourself take a breath. Calm down. You have a little bit of a lead right now. Just play fundamental basketball. Tornadoes have been doing that so far, limiting the Bulldogs to only 12 as a foul is called right there. And, man, I'm going to want a second look. We get it instantly. And, fans were really upset with that one, but it did look like Peyton DeMichael got a little bit too much of the wrist right there, so she will send in a striker to the line. As Purple Rain gets up and tries to distract her. Didn't work on that one, though. Here's a better look from the other side. And, man, I don't know. It's close. Sometimes you'll hear that the hand is part of the ball, but, you know, a tough call for the referees either way in that situation. Striker ends up sinking both, making it 22-14. Both teams are perfect from the free throw line.
Starters are back out on the floor for the Tornadoes. Trying to get something going here on offense.
Himes just thought about a three, instead gets it down low to Champley. Champley trying to save it. Referees will say that it was out of bounds. It's kind of like a Globetrotter skit down there. She just handed the ball off to the other girl. She said, I'm about to be out of bounds, but so are you, so you can take that.
Oh.
And man, that's close. Man, that one could have gone either way, I think. But, don't complain. It's Tornadoes ball. Grace Rogers gets it to Champley. Champley long pass to Tarr. The swing to Himesness. Himesness is three. Oh, is in and out. And a foul will be called somewhere underneath the basket. So we'll take a second look. And, yeah, Maisie might have just caught a little bit of the hand right there. So Taylorville already up to 3 fouls. Have to be careful. Don't want to get the Bulldogs in the bonus. They've shown that they're dangerous from the charity stripe. Fake right there from Waldinger. She drives in the kick to Gallier. Her shot is good. And Reese Gallier hits a 3 to cut the lead to 5. Heimsness, with about 5.5
Good
minutes,
find.
finds Champley all
Yes.
alone. And Champley connects again. So Champley's up to 8 points already this evening, Malia. We talked about what an impact she had in that senior night game and the confidence that she's built.
It shows in this game. Like, there's nothing else to say. She is leading Taylorville in points right now, and she's playing great both offensively and defensively. One thing about Leah, too, is she doesn't run out of energy. Like, she just doesn't. Like, she can keep going, and I think that definitely helps her in her game.
It's a huge part of it, especially against a team like this in Mahomet that is so energetic.
Yes.
After that three-pointer right there, it's a 4-point lead. The steal, the turnover, Gallier, and they will say a travel beforehand. So Tornadoes catch a break on that breakaway. So we take a look here, Gallier.
Maybe.
Man, Tornadoes might have caught a break right there. But either way, they'll gladly take it. So after a couple of mistakes from Taylorville on the turnover, they will take the ball up the court, 24-20 in favor of Taylorville. Mahomet-Seymour has not led in this game.
It's a good pass. Step back. Step back.
Oh. Man, we both wanted
good.
that one.
That one looked
That
good.
one did look good.
Skip pass.
The long pass wide open. Gallier again, and another three-pointer. Tornadoes have been leaving her open, and Gallier has been making the most of it. Bulldogs with some energy here. They cut the lead to 1 in the second.
She is killing us around the perimeter.
We had Courtney Fonte marked on our lineup as a three-point shooter from last night, but Kylie Waldinger has been making a difference, but recently it's been Reese Gallier all night. She's been taking threes and shot after shot.
5.
It's been pure.
She has hit 5.
5 threes. That'd be right, yeah. 15 points on the board for her. There's still a lot of time left to go. Man, that's just incredible. We talked about the ball movement. Mahomet-Seymour is not one of those teams where there is just a couple of players to look out for. Everyone on this team is a weapon, but as of late, it's been Gallier making the difference. Like you said, 5 three-pointers, 15 points tonight. No one else on this team has, a large margin of points. We see Waldinger with a few. We saw Hannah Martin hit a 3 in the first, but besides that, I mean, it's been the Gallier show. Tar finds Fleming. DeMichael trying to swing it, gets it to Heimsness. It was almost intercepted, but she came in to get there before it could be. Heimsness, deep three. No good. Back iron. Bulldogs rebound. Tornadoes not with a lot of second chance opportunities right now. Bulldogs haven't had many themselves. Both teams doing a pretty good job of getting defensive rebounds. The open look for 3 is in and out. And man, Kylie Heimsness looked like she got hit in the face. We'll have to take a second look at that one. She's a little shaken up underneath the basket, and hopefully she's okay as we get a look right here. Might have taken a hand to the eye. That's never good. Referees will call timeout as she'll make her way over to the bench and get looked at. Substitution for the Tornadoes to fill in her spot. Heimsness had a deep 3 earlier in this game and not an asset that T-ville wants to lose right now. Bulldogs with it. Tornadoes holding on to a 1-point lead. That one is no good. And in and out again.
That was extremely deep. Holy cow.
Addison Tar.
Good find.
Finds Leah Champley. The kick to Rogers. Rogers to Michael.
Good
Tar.
ball movement.
Tar takes a 3. No good off the
right.
front iron. Rogers, as a foul is called. And man, the Bulldog fans behind us are not happy with that one. I think they wanted to travel. And man.
Either way.
I don't know.
Yikes.
Either way, it will send Grace Rogers to the line. So the sophomore will have an opportunity to extend the Tornadoes' lead. Tornadoes so far have only scored 4 points in the second quarter, make it 5. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, have scored 11. Rogers' second 3 is good.
Free throw, buddy. Wasn't it 3?
Did I say three-pointer?
Yes, you said 3.
My bad.
Second 3 is good. No,
My bad.
Free
throw. I wish it would have been worth 3 points.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That's not how it works. Open three-point shot there from Creel is no good. Tornadoes fighting for the rebound. Champley comes away with it. And a foul called. I believe it will be on Hannah Martin. Yeah, just So much aggression going on underneath the basket right there. Both teams were fighting for it. Yeah, Hannah Martin was upset, but looked like she drew a lot of contact as Leah Champley will head over to the bench and get a rest. Champley back into this one, so hopefully she's all right. Looks like she's doing okay out there. Rogers, that one's deflected. Coming away with it is Gallier. Gallier goes up with the left and no good, too strong. Maisie Fleming with the rebound. And 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Rogers
Good
spinning,
move.
going up,
Oh,
and that one
yes.
falls. Nice move by Grace Rogers, and she's had the last 4 for T-ville.
What do we got?
2:45 left to go in the second. That
block.
one's swatted away by Addison Tarr. She said, not today.
She said that more than once this game. Yes, Pate! Oh, that was a good move.
Peyton DeMichael couldn't make the reverse layup fall. So it's Bulldogs ball again, 28-23, under 2.5 to go in the the first half, the second quarter. Waldinger. Down low, now it's Martin. Martin kicks it out. Back down low again to Martin. She kicks it. Waldinger's 3 is left. Rebound, Bulldogs. They come away with it. The kick to Gallier. Reese Gallier back up top. Creel down low to Martin. Martin, the kick. Waldinger, another open 3, and she can't hit it again. Right to Maisie Fleming. So again, a few more open looks for the Bulldogs, and they're just not able to capitalize on the 3-ball right now. Heimsness to Rogers. Fleming, Heimsness open look. No good.
Yeah, no, I think Mahomet is sitting in a 1-3-1 zone, and if that's the case, then Taylorville needs to get a base runner and some screens going.
Miscue right there. They will say that it went off on Mahomet. So Tornadoes ball. You see Dan Campion, that was the head coach of Mahomet, trying to give his team some energy. Tornadoes inbounding now with 1.5 minutes left to go. Heimsness, the handoff to Tarr. The starters still out there for the Tornadoes. Heimsness' 3 is not good again. Will go out of bounds. We'll say it went off the Bulldogs as head coach Dan Campion makes his case. Looked like he wanted a foul right there. The referees say, yeah, we appreciate your input, but no. Inboundage to Tarr. Now Fleming and back to Tarr. Rogers with a 3 is no good. Rebound Bulldogs, under 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Tornadoes holding on to a 5-point lead. Bulldogs would like to get themselves a better chance. Mid-range, no good. 2-pointer was off the mark. Kylie Heimsness, 40 seconds left. Rogers looking to swing it, swings it to Heimsness. Now Tarr, Fleming the kick to Rogers. Rogers a 2, no good. Addison fighting for the rebound, but ends up tipping it out of bounds. And it will be Bulldogs with an opportunity to send them into the locker room with some momentum. 27.6 to go. Clock winding down. Gallier standing with it near midcourt. She gets it to Waldinger. Purple Rain trying to give them some momentum as referees will blow a whistle. So it will be Fonte set to inbound for the Bulldogs. Still a lot of time, 17 seconds to go. Clock winding down. Gallier down low, loses her handle, but it goes to Waldinger. Waldinger kicks it, 7 seconds to go. Purple Rain trying to mess them up, but they knew the clock. The three-pointer is good. And that is how the second quarter will wind down. 28-26 after the first half. And man, It's been an exciting one. All that this matchup has lived up to so far. Tornadoes were outscored 14-8. So that will be how the first half winds down. Tornadoes hanging on to a 2-point lead as student council prepares to make their way out here with Chuckaduck. So Millie and I will be back with more to break down this halftime and more, but for now we'll go ahead and step aside and we'll bring you Chuckaduck coverage. We'll be right back with more here on Tommy TV. Don't go anywhere. Tornadoes up by 2 at the half.
Our winner tonight, Ava Swafford. Congratulations, Ava. Nice toss.
And welcome back to Tommy TV. Hope you enjoyed that Chuck a Duck performance. And before we get to some halftime analysis, first, I feel like there's an event coming up here in May. Do you know what it is? The Tommy Awards. The Tommy Awards.
Oh my goodness.
Tommy Awards
Wow.
on May 10th. And Leah's part of the crew this year. We're so excited. 4th annual. It's going to be a great event.
It is.
Tickets go live to the public on February 18th, and we want to give you guys just a little taste of what's to come, what's to be this year. So we're going to go ahead and step aside and give you guys a little preview video of the 4th annual Tommy Awards for May 10th, 2025.
Welcome to the 3rd annual Tommy Awards.
You are the future of what we're doing, and then this is why we put this together. And I look out and I see people that I graduated with. I see their children are up for this, and this is really a community event.
How awesome is it to receive an award for something that you love to do every single day?
Good evening to all of you. My name is Anthony Ravecco, and I'm the producer of this year's Tommy Awards. Taylorville has always been a place that takes pride in the achievements of the people who live and work here. And Tommy TV is honored to be able to host an event that highlights all of those achievements.
Guys, can we get a round of applause for the kids that have put this together? You can't see them. An incredible amount of work went into that, so I'm extremely grateful for our community. I'm super proud of Taylorville, and I like this has been home from the beginning.
I'm so excited. You know, when we started this, we were just there was like 4 of us and a camera and in the hallway and just being dumb, and now they're doing this event that's just incredible.
I would bet my wallet nowhere in America is there an event like this being hosted in a high school that's run by the students.
Enjoy the 4th annual Tommy Awards on May 10th, 2025. So, some players to keep an eye on. Man, we saw Gallier lighting it up earlier in the first half. Mahomet has not scored any 2-point field goals. All of their points have come off of free throws or 3-pointers, and Gallier's been leading the way.
Yeah, she has hit 6 threes in the first half alone, leading her with 18 points out of the 26 that Mahomet currently has, which is insane.
Yeah, 6 3-pointers, 18 points is just absurd. Again, crazy to think they don't have any layups, no mid-rangers, nothing. It's all been free throws, a couple of free throws, and 3-pointers the rest of the way on out. And like we mentioned, a lot of them coming off of Reese Gallier right there.
Yeah.
As for the Tornadoes, we mentioned some players that stepped up, one of them being Leah Champley. Leah's been an impact player on this team. She's been helping out. We talked about the confidence that she gained during senior night. What do you think that she, along with the rest of the Tornadoes, are going to have to do in the second half to pull out a win against the Bulldogs?
Well, one thing that I've noticed is if Mahomet stays in their 1-3-1 zone, we have to have strong and fast ball movement to get them off their feet, as well as set screens to allow for that corner 3 to be open for longer, and maybe even add movement along the baseline. And also, if we get the ball into Maisie or Leah, we can have a high-low action to get them an easier look inside the paint. But we haven't seen much of that. We've only seen threes chucked up for the most part out of the first half, unless it was a free throw or a quick pick and go.
Absolutely, I agree with everything that you said right there. We mentioned how good Mahomet has been with ball movement. It's been so tough for these Tornadoes to keep up. Sometimes they've been doing a relatively good job, but like we mentioned recently, it's just been Gallier all the way, leading the charge for the Bulldogs. Jazz Band's here tonight, which is always awesome. Love the energy that they bring.
Shout out to Adrian Gonzalez Mateos. He just had a killer solo on the bass sax. He sounded amazing. You missed it, Anthony.
Dang it, I was in the bathroom. That sucks. I'll have to go back and listen back if we have that anywhere, because, man, he's so good. All of our Jazz Band is amazing. It's always awesome to have them out here. They will also be here tomorrow for the Painted Games, all of the events going on tomorrow. They bring another type of energy to the game. And so, here we go for third quarter action on Tommy TV. Tornadoes ready to inbound. Holding on to a 2-point lead right now. Again, Mahomet with no 2-point field goals. Only points coming off a couple free throws. The rest have been 3-pointers. Hopefully, Tornadoes could get a little bit of a new strategy. Not necessarily too new. They've been doing solid so far, but just learn what they needed to to give themselves the edge in the second half. Fleming tried to feed it down low, but one of the Bulldogs tipped it out of bounds. So it will stay with T-ville. Again, we want to thank all of you for tuning in live here on Tommy TV. Let us know where you're tuning in from this evening.
Step back. Bang!
And bang!
Woo!
Nice shot right there from Addison Tarr to start the scoring in the third quarter.
Way to go, Addie. Coming out strong. Sending Mahomet a message this third quarter. And Mahomet answers. Holy cow.
Answering right back. Another three-pointer, so the trend continues. 31-29. So far, this one's lived up to all it could have been. Tornadoes would love a win against this Apollo Conference rival to keep themselves in contention for a shared title of the Apollo. They're going to have to work hard for the next 15 minutes to do so. Champley kicks it over to Heimsness. Another pass up top to Addison. That one's poked away by the Bulldogs, but Grace Rogers right there to pick it up. Reset to Addison Tarr. Down low, the kick out to Heimsness. Heimsness, deep three. Bang!
Woo! Bang City.
Kylie Heimsness with a three. So we've seen a couple, one from Heimsness, one from Tarr early in this third quarter. Hopefully they stay hot. You see the three-point percentages from both teams. Mahomet doing slightly better. The feed down low.
Yeah,
and a foul is called.
That is Leah's third foul of the night.
And we've talked about what an impact player she's been, getting into a little bit of foul trouble. You want to be careful with her. She has 8 points this evening. You want to be careful with her, but it'll be the same 5 out there for the Tornadoes, the starters again. And I believe it'll be those starters that are out there for Mahomet as well. Fonte to Waldinger, back to Fonte. And Mahomet just trying to execute on that ball movement that they've been doing so well at so far. The cut in, the left hand is stuffed by Fleming. Let's say that it went out of bounds on a Tornado. Let's keep rolling this one, just keep playing it here. I want to keep looking, man, that was hard to tell. Body was in the way. We'll say that it went out on Tornadoes though.
That's all right. You win some, you lose some.
The cut, the kick out. Fonte gives it up to Waldinger. Her three-pointer, no good. Fleming rebound to Tarr. Tornadoes still with a 5-point lead, a lot of game left to play. Tornadoes have been relatively a little bit better in the third quarter. We'll see if that trend continues. They had a amazing 20 points in the first. Tarr down low to Champley. Champley goes up, and Champley's in double digits with 10. So Leah Champley extends the lead. The Bulldogs trying to respond. Gallier, don't want to give her anything after the way she's been playing. Maisie Fleming commits the foul.
That's Leah Champley's fourth foul of the night.
Excuse me, yeah. As here's a look at that last bucket by Champley. And man, yeah, fourth foul. She's been doing awesome on offense with 10 points. You don't want to see her foul out. Looks like Peyton DeMichael is cued to check in. And she will come in for Champley. Again, don't want to lose her early. That's one of those late game things that could make or break a game. So again, more points coming on. Free throws for the Bulldogs. Second one, no good. It's 36-30.
You can hear Coach McCullough go, whoa, because he said white ball, but he pointed black ball. So, you know what happens. It's all right.
And an over and back will be called against Kylie Heimsness as that errant throw was a little bit too wide for her to corral.
Yeah.
Will be a turnover. Man, as we look up at the scoreboard, I mean, we see an even spread for the most part for Taylorville, but for the Bulldogs side, I mean, it's really all been Reese Gallier. She has 18 of the Bulldogs' 30.
They're going to really have to step up defensively, especially when guarding her in particular.
Waldinger, and that is the first 2-point field goal for the Bulldogs as Waldinger makes it 36-32. DeMichael in the corner, gets double teamed, and it's swatted out of bounds. Lilia, watch out.
I got it.
Man, that one was, no one could see it, so we'll just say that it was coming in hot, and you made an outstanding play over here.
Yeah, one-handed. Odell did.
Oh. Got bumped a little bit right there, but we're all good. DeMichael
My bad.
gets it to Heimsness.
Ooh.
And that's tipped. It last touched Fleming. So another turnover for the Tornadoes. And yeah, there you see it. Originally went off of Waldinger, but as Fleming tried to take it in, it just went off at the end of her fingers. Gallier up top. Waldinger makes a move, makes a spin, and stuffed by Fleming. Kicked out to Gallier. Creel. Now Fonte. Down low. Gallier spinning in traffic. And she just threw that one up. It went off of Taylorville, and that's one of those ones where you look back and say, man, we should have came away with that one.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's
all right.
Played
Stay
great.
positive.
They played great defense for the majority of that possession. They made Gallier just throw up a wild sky pass.
We have to watch Gallier in the corner.
Waldinger down low.
Ooh.
Layup is good. So the Bulldogs on a 5-0 run right now. Addison Tar and the Tornadoes trying to break it. Fleming spins, goes up with the left.
Maisie.
And a nice left-handed lay for Maisie Fleming. Timeout called. So both teams get a chance to regroup here with 3:34 left to go in the third. It's a 4-point game. Another look at that Fleming move. Nice move just to work around Gallier right there. Give herself a lane to the basket.
We need more of that.
Nothing you can really do if you're Mahomet in that situation. So like you said, if Tornadoes can do more of that, give themselves open lanes,
Yeah.
could increase their lead and give themselves a little bit more of a cushion. But we know Mahomet's not going to go anywhere anytime soon.
Reminder, if you're not doing anything this Saturday, we have the Route 29 rivalry. Taylorville versus Pano. We have freshman boys and girls, JV boys and girls, and varsity boys and girls all playing in one place for your convenience.
For your convenience.
Yeah, so why not show up?
Absolutely.
Have some fun.
It'll be exciting. We'll be honoring some of the top scorers. There'll be a cake auction and more. So make sure to come out and support.
Yeah.
Also, huge shout out to our girls bowling team at the high
Yeah.
school. They won in their regionals, so
Woo!
big congratulations to them. Super proud of all of our sports teams here at the high school and other organizations that are able to make us proud. So big shout out to them as well.
Oh, and we have another event coming up next weekend for CEO. Cupid's Night. Show up. And if you want a ticket, contact a local Christian County CEO member. We would love to see you there.
Gallier misses a three that time. That's a rare sight.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I think that might be our first miss of the night.
Tornadoes able to pull it down. Grace Rogers working through traffic, looking for someone to kick to. Finds Fleming. Fleming to Heimsness. Heimsness in the corner.
Good.
Tars pump fake. Mid-range. No good.
Sorry.
Rebound Waldinger. Waldinger working ahead. Kicks it to Fonte. Fonte
is
pulls
deep.
up. Three is good.
Holy cow, that might have been the game changer right there. Score is currently 38-37. Taylorville is still leading.
Bulldogs
But only by one.
haven't led once in this game. Mahomet has not, but they're threatening. They've been threatening for a lot of this game. Rogers.
Yeah, Pate.
That one no good. Rattles out. And again, Bulldogs with the rebound. And in spots when a lot of other teams that the Tornadoes have faced would be used to making mistakes, like right there we saw Hannah Martin almost stop and travel, but instead she gathers her footing. And these Bulldogs, not with a lot of mistakes. Another three-pointer.
I said error because I called it. It was indeed an error ball. It happens.
Just a bit off the mark. It happens.
Just a bit outside. Anthony, I'm so ready for baseball season.
Baseball season's awesome.
I love baseball.
Warmer weather, even when it's colder outside, we do love baseball.
Yep.
Rogers finds Heimsness. Back to Rogers. It's almost stolen away by Waldinger, but Rogers makes the move around her. The kick into the corner. DeMichael,
Yes, Peyton.
open three
Yes, Peyton.
is no good. Himes just fighting for the rebound. A little bit of contact right there, but no foul called. It's been mainly the same 10 players out there that we've seen a lot. We have seen more substitutions for Taylorville. DeMichael's in there right now, still giving Champley some rest. She has 4 fouls. That three-pointer is good, and Mahomet takes the lead. Another three-pointer. And man, you know, just if you're the Tornadoes, you're wondering, just let them have anything inside. Just stop the three ball at all costs. That's literally getting 95% of their points. Let them drive in. If they're going to keep making threes, let them drive in, take mid-range shots, and let Maisie Fleming match up against them, but stop giving them so many looks from outside.
Yeah, I would agree. Taylorville definitely has to find something different if they want to come out on top. They can't continue to do the same thing and expect a different outcome.
DeMichael loses her handle, and just falling on it right there like a loose ball recovery was Hannah Martin. Jump ball and possession arrow favoring the Bulldogs. So again, just so many of the Bulldogs' 40 points coming off of three-point buckets. You know, Bulldogs utilizing screens, but I mean, man, just you want to see them start closing out, get a hand in their face, make them get down low, and work against Maisie Fleming. That time, the drive in, and a foul called. So heading to the free throw line will be Kylie Waldinger. As there you see Addison Tarr might have just drawn a little bit of contact on the wrist. Waldinger's first free throw is no good. Dan Campion trying to secure his Bulldogs team another Apollo Conference victory.
We did have Hope Kitzman sub on in for Peyton DeMichael. Give her a little breather.
Tornadoes down by 3, a minute left to go in the third quarter. Tornadoes being outscored 15-10 in the third. Kitzman, Himesness. Fleming down low to Tarr. Tarr dribbles, goes up,
high-low
and
action.
connects.
What did I say? What did I say? We need to have a high-low action, and that is exactly what I meant.
35 seconds to go. Another three-pointer, no good. That one well off the mark from Hannah Martin. And we'll see what Tarr and the Tornadoes elect to do with under 30 seconds to go. Kitzman as the trap comes in, and she gets it stolen away. Jump ball. Not a lot that Hope Kitzman could do with the double team coming in. She's listed on the roster at only 5'4", so might be one of those situations where you try to throw it off the leg of a player when you're so close to being out of bounds. But with the possession arrow in their favor, it's fine right there. Himesness loses her handle, but a foul will be called. That foul is against Mahomet's Kylie Waldinger. It's her second of this one. So 19.2 left to go in the third. Tornadoes trailing by 1. Lost to 3 against Mahomet back in December of this year. I guess it would have been last year. This season, I should say. Himesness to Kitzman. 10 seconds to go. You want to see one more good look. Tornadoes struggle in these situations, and it gets stolen away again, so they won't even get a shot off. And it's stolen away. Himesness will dribble it out, and that is how the third quarter will conclude. The Bulldogs lead for their first time in the third, and it's 41-40. Bulldogs with the lead. Tornadoes were outscored in the second quarter 14-8, and then outscored again in quarter number 3, 15-12. So they kept it closer, but they have to have a quarter like that first where they outscored Mahomet 20-12. If they can do whatever they did back then and just keep the Bulldogs inconsistent and get more points offensively, they could come out with a win here. But ever since that first quarter, the Bulldogs have been hot from beyond the arc, connecting on quite a few of their threes, and right now they're with the lead. Again, thank you all for spending your Friday evening with us right here on Tommy TV. All of you watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure to subscribe or follow Tommy TV to never miss out on any upcoming action, whether that be sporting events, the Tommy Awards, or something else completely. We always love keeping our community updated and in the loop. Sweet Caroline always sounds great for my jazz band.
Yeah. Coming into this fourth quarter, we have to remember that nothing changes if nothing changes. Anthony, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Like, you can't expect a different outcome when you aren't changing anything. If you want a different outcome, change something.
Loose
Make
ball,
a difference.
and Maisie Fleming comes away with it. We'll see the difference that the Tornadoes can make in the fourth. 7.5 minutes of basketball left to play. Tornadoes down by 1. Heimsness, deep three-pointer.
Yep.
No
Oh,
good. Fleming, though, with the rebound, goes up and is fouled. So Maisie Fleming will head to the free throw line. Some fans behind us are a little bit upset, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Fleming from the free throw line this season. She's been shooting about 70%.
Pretty good, pretty good.
She has a chance to give the Tornadoes back the lead as her first one is pure. So we're all knotted up here at 41 in the fourth. This Apollo Conference matchup so far living up to all that it said it would. Gallier with it now. Gallier's still at 18 points. And Tornadoes wanted to travel. It ends up being a jump ball. And the possession arrow favoring Taylorville. So Tornadoes might have a little bit of momentum here after the Maisie Fleming free throw to give themselves another opportunity right now. Heimsness into the corner. Fleming, now Kitzman. Kitzman's 2 is no good. Grace Rogers goes up and is no good again, but they get the foul call. So now Grace Rogers will be sent to the line, and 2 early fouls for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
You want to see them keep playing aggressive, keep working under the hoop, make the Bulldogs get into a little foul trouble. Maybe get into the bonus here would be nice in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we'll see.
Rogers' first is no good.
If Roger gets this one, Taylorville will take the lead yet again in this game. Oh boy.
Rogers.
No pressure, Grace.
Man, easy for us to say. We're just sitting over here watching on.
Yep.
But Grace does connect on the second, so 1 for 2 from the line. Tornadoes back with the lead. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left to go at Dolph Stanley Court. Grace Rogers steals it away and keeps it in bounds. A nice play from Grace. Man, that's the kind of plays that the Tornadoes will need if they want to keep themselves in this one and
Get a high-low action going.
pull out a win.
Get a high-low.
Rogers,
Oh, my gosh.
long pass out of bounds.
That's that softball arm for
Man.
you. It ain't softball season yet, Grace. You're almost there. Get through this one. But it's all right. We appreciate the effort.
So a little bit of a miscue right there. Gives the Bulldogs the ball. Gallier down low to Martin. She kicks it out. Waldinger, her three-pointer, no good. Rogers tips it, but can't come away with the rebound. It's right to Fonte. Gallier back to Fonte. Into the corner, Waldinger. Waldinger driving through traffic. Rogers comes away with it. Rogers, slow down. There you go. Finds Kylie Heimsness. Heimsness and the Tornadoes with 6 minutes to go. Hope Kitzman still on the court for T-ville. Leah Champley still getting a break
Good
again.
find.
She has 4 fouls. Heimsness deep three-pointer. No good. Rebound Waldinger. Waldinger working on the sideline here. A nice pass over to Gallier down low. Bulldogs swinging it. Martin, Fonte. Fonte down low to Martin. Waldinger's three-pointer, no good, too short. And Creel unable to save it. So again, Tornadoes ball.
Leah Champley checking back into this game. Now Leah's going to have to play extremely smart within these last 5.5 minutes we have here left at the Dolph. She wants to stay in this game. She has 4 fouls, 1 more and she's done.
Heimsness working past half court right now. Trying to increase the lead. Leah Champley down low. The kick to Heimsness. Another one to Fleming. Rogers, Tar. But Mahomet playing good defense. No open
Good
looks.
ball
Down low.
movement.
Champley is fouled. So they will send Leah Champley to the free throw line. on the season. Champley's been shooting about 60%. And 2 huge free throws coming up for her right now.
She went 2 for 2 earlier, so no pressure here, Leah. But 2 for 2 again would be great. Just a little flat on that first one. Get a little more arch, a little more oomph to it.
Do you think it's a jinx, and if we say that she won't make it, she'll make it? I don't know. I feel like someone's going to blame us either way, so we won't say anything. And it's good. Okay, we're off the hook.
Maybe we just need to never be able to shoot free throws.
There you go.
No speaking.
So Tornadoes
Dead silence.
with a 2-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Waldinger across to Martin. Martin will take a few dribbles.
Okay.
Waldinger trying to recover it. Grace Rogers ends up on the floor. They will call a foul, I believe, against Grace. And it will be. So that's her first foul of the night. Everyone, as currently in for the Tornadoes, has 1 foul besides Champley, who again sitting with 4. But Champley does have 11 points for the Tornadoes. She's made an impact this evening. Gallagher's 3 is no good. And they will say that it will stay with Mahomet. We'll get another look here, I suppose. And man, we'll take a look here who that went out of bounds on. Man, looked like it, yeah, it could have been Fleming's last hand on it. It's a good call there from the officials. Martin takes the shot from the elbow, no good. Rogers with the rebound. They're letting Martin shoot quite a bit. She's been off target from beyond the 3-point line and missed a 2-point field goal right there. It's knocked away. Madison Tarr comes away with it. It was tipped, so no over and back called. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the 4th. 2-point game and another foul called. So Mahomet with 4 fouls and 4:15 left to go.
I mean, if Mahomet ends up in the bonus, that could be the game changer and the momentum that Taylorville needs.
Tarr's 3 is good.
I think I just need to keep talking, and maybe they'll keep hitting threes as I'm talking.
Madison Tarr hits a big 3. She's got 13, and they'll call a travel on Mahomet. The crowd is on their feet, and Tornadoes with a little bit of energy. We'll see what they can do here. We'll see if they can capitalize on this turnover. But before they can get back out there, Dan Campion will call a timeout. And yeah, you saw it right there. Reese Gallagher started walking before she dribbled, and you can't do that. It's not allowed. It's against the rules.
Wow, I didn't know that.
No problem. I got you guys at home. Also, tomorrow, before all of the events and running throughout the day, we will have the NHS birthday bag event.
Come and see us.
Yep,
Come and see us.
Yep. That'll be exciting. You can bring a birthday bag with birthday supplies in it.
Yep. It all gets donated back to the Taylorville Food Pantry, which is just a great organization overall. I've worked with them. I don't know if Anthony, you've worked with them at all, but they're great people, and it serves our community well. CEO will be selling Cupid's Nights tickets, too, at the Route 29 Rivalry all day.
A lot of events going on. If you have your merch for Route 29 Rivalry, bring it. Tomorrow's the day. Bring your shirts, bring your sweatshirts, bring your hats if you have a hat. If you don't have a hat, though, it's okay. So a 5-point Taylorville lead. They will inbound with 4 minutes left to go, trying to pick up a win here on home court to give themselves an opportunity to tie for the Apollo Conference title. Champley, the double team comes in, loses it as it was tipped on Bulldogs ball. It's been the same 5 out there pretty much for Mahomet all evening.
Yeah, I think they've had 1 substitute. Oh my goodness! Get that out of here!
Leah Champley, or excuse me, Addison Tarr sent that one flying. Here's another look. Yep, nope, yeah, you can shoot, but it's not going to go anywhere.
I think that might have just boosted Addie's mentality throughout this game. Oh.
Waldinger's 3 is short. Rebound. Champley was fighting for it. Went out on Mahomet. Man, that one's going to be one for the highlight reel.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, she sent that one to Mars.
Send it back to Mahomet.
Grace Rogers, the double team comes in. Champley down
Yes,
low to
good
Tar.
find.
Tar goes up, is
Yes!
found and one. And
Oh
Addison
my
Tar
goodness.
with an opportunity for a 3-point play. And that could be some of the icing on the cake if you're the Tornadoes. What kind of cake would you have right now? Cake auction tomorrow. I like a pineapple cake.
Really?
Are you a
like
fan?
a pineapple upside down cake? That's a thing. You've never heard of that? That's a thing, and it's good. It's got like pineapples and cherries, and it's very sweet. My grandma makes it a lot. Shout out to
Never
my
heard of that.
grandmama.
Never heard of it. A big shout out. Sounds good.
Yeah.
49-41 after Addison Tar hits the free throw. 3 minutes left to go. Foul comes in. It'll be against the Tornadoes. So an 8-point cushion right now for T-ville, but we've seen how Mahomet plays in the past, and you don't want to give them any room to make any sort of comeback. However, they are scoreless in the fourth quarter. Tornadoes on a 9-0 run in this quarter. Guess it would be a little bit more if you go back to the third. But that one right there is good. The mid-range from Courtney Fonte, 49-43. Grace Rogers down low to Tar. Tar's the triple team comes in. Rogers
Good
down low again to
find.
Champley. Champley goes up,
Oh.
and man, just in and out. Tar,
Yeah, go
though,
up.
fights for it,
Woo!
goes up, and Grace Rogers was fouled. Good job for the Tornadoes not to give up on that play, and it ends up being the 5th foul on Mahomet. There's another look right there. Grace Rogers heading to the free throw line, and she has a chance to extend the Tornadoes' lead. First free throw is pure. Second one does not fall. So it will remain 50-43. The Bulldogs trying to get something going. Running out of time, but still 2 minutes. They'll leave Martin wide open. Gallier, though, gets the rebound, and I mean, it's it's kind of funny.
Who did they call it on?
We'll see if it's Leah. That would be her last.
Oh, no.
And is it? It is. So that is Leah Champley's 5th foul. She'll get subbed out, but she played an outstanding game tonight for the Tornadoes, gave them 11 points. As I was saying beforehand, it's kind of funny how they'll just leave Martin wide open from wherever, 3-point line.
Yeah, I don't understand it in all honesty.
I mean, they're forcing her to take shots, and she has been proving that she's been having a little bit of trouble here tonight. So they're going to keep letting her shoot. As long as she's missing, that's fine for Taylorville.
As long as it's not Gallier, then we're good.
Gallier hits on one free throw. Missed on the second. I guess she missed on the first hit on the second. So a 6-point lead for Taylorville with just under 2 minutes here to go at Dolph Stanley Court. Fleming kicks it to Tar. Tar takes a long two.
Ooh, too long.
And no good. Grace fighting for the rebound. Kitzman gets it. And Kylie Heimsness, and they'll take their time as a double team comes in. Heimsness, a miscue. Fonte comes away with it. A minute and a half left to go. They get it over to Gallier. Gallier's three-pointer is no good. Tornadoes rebound. So Gallier has settled down a little bit after having a steaming hot second quarter. Foul called right there. Looks like some
We're in the
contact.
bonus.
And yeah, the bonus will send Addison Tar to the line. Addison Tar, one of the best free throw shooters for this Taylorville squad. She's averaging around 80% this season. Addison Tar committed to SEMO for basketball. First one is good.
It's been her dream since she was a little girl to go D1, and she's officially accomplished that. It's great. I mean, we've had 3 people on this basketball team commit to sports this year. It's awesome.
Addison Tar clutches up, hits both free throws, and an 8-point lead. Taylorville has been holding this lead for the majority of the ball game. They did give it up a few times, but right now it's sitting 52-44, and it's been a solid fourth quarter. They've outscored, get this, they've outscored Mahomet 12-3 in the fourth.
You know, one thing that we have to remember with this last minute 21 to go is Mahomet is desperate right now. They're going to find a way, and they're going to stick to it to get Taylorville knocked off their feet, to get in Taylorville's head, because they want to win this game just as bad as Taylorville does.
A minute 21 left to go from Taylorville High School. Tornadoes on top, 52-44. Thank you all again for tuning in this evening, spending your Friday night with us. We love being able to bring you THS basketball and other sports. Again, stay tuned. Baseball season right around the corner. Super excited for that. Also, girls soccer and track events. Softball too, is that right? Softball too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
So Mahomet trying to get themselves back into this one, but they're running out of time to do so. Martin kicks it out. Waldinger's three is blocked. Martin kicks it to Gallier. Her three-pointer is good.
Man alive.
So Gallinger and the Bulldogs hit a three, but still running out of time. They're going to have to start fouling soon, but Addison Tar wide open under the hoop. This might be the dagger. Bang! 54-47. 45 seconds to go. Bulldogs have to work quickly. They're down by 7. Waldinger drives, kicks. Fonte fakes a three, goes up. No good, too short. Tornadoes rebound. It will fall out of bounds. Bulldogs recovered it, but get it to Heimsness. Tornadoes wasting clock right now. The foul eventually comes in, but being in the bonus, Taylorville will head to the line. And you think that last shot from Addison Tar, if we can get another look at that, maybe in between free throws, might have been the dagger here for the Tornadoes. Here's a look at it right now. Addison Tar wide open. And a lot of players choke right there in an intense situation like this, but not Addison Tar. Dead silent in the Dolph for Kylie. And Kylie's first is pure. So the Tornadoes will come out to Dolph Stanley Court, play their hearts out, and come away with a win at home and keep themselves in contention for a tie for the Apollo Conference title. Bulldogs trying to keep themselves in this one, but with only 20 seconds to do so, it's going to be near impossible.
I'm like, I don't even know. Oh, they called timeout? I don't even know, but I feel like nervous right now. But I'm not even playing, but I'm like nervous.
Came down to 3 points in the last game that Taylorville played against Mahomet back on December 21st. Ended up losing by 3, but right now Taylorville coming back with a vengeance. Currently leading by 8 with 20 seconds to go.
You know, I'm watching the Mahomet timeout right now, and I'm watching 3 boys from Taylorville stand over the railing to look at their plans and what they're mapping out.
They're shaking their heads saying, no, I don't know if that one's going to work. Maybe the other one. And there's only so much you can call up in a situation like this. But yeah, it's funny. You see the boys over there saying, nope, I don't think this one's gonna pan out for you, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, 20 seconds left, down by 8.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. You got to give it to them.
Oh, okay. Aw. Shout out to Jackson Rogers. That's my buddy. He's such a great kid.
Bulldogs inbound. Waldinger, Gallier, she'll drive, she'll kick. The 3 from Creel does fall. So 10 seconds to go. They'll get it to Heimsness, so that's who they'll send to the free throw line.
I mean, 5 points in 9 seconds.
It's doable, but it's
very hard.
Very difficult. Mahomet-Seymour may be one of the only teams that would be able to accomplish that. They're great from three-point range. Man, it's tough.
Man,
we'll see how Kylie does here at the line. I kind of want to not look, but you got to look, and it falls through.
I think that just sealed the deal. Possibly. Hopefully.
Tanai, is this the dagger on this next free throw? Is this the dagger?
Ching! Just pierce right through Mahomet. All the fans. It's all right.
9 seconds, Mahomet rushing. They get it ahead, but no time left. 3 seconds to the last three-pointer from Gallier is no good. And that is how this one will end. Coach Eldred is happy about it as the girls make their way over to the bench. Purple Rain waves bye-bye to Mahomet. And man, just a huge, huge fourth quarter when the Tornadoes needed it most. They outscored Mahomet 17-9, played their hearts out. And man, what did you think of the matchup here tonight, Nalia?
I think overall it was a great one. The energy coming from Purple Rain and the people in the stands definitely helped Taylorville to pull out the win in the end. I mean, we did see Leah Champley foul out of the game, and I mean, I think that just shows her determination that she had to put energy in both offensively and defensively for her just to try and stop Mahomet. We did see a lot of great things come from Mahomet as well. I mean, Reese Gallagher, she hit 7 threes and had a layup, maybe some free throws. Does that sound right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that
that's
was an
insane.
impression. She had 22 after it was all said and done.
Yeah, she's
So,
impressive.
man.
But yeah, Taylorville has a lot to continue to improve upon, and so does Mahomet. And we do have regionals coming up. It's being hosted here. Their first game is February 17th here at the Dolph.
Yep.
Against Southeast.
Taylorville, the number 3 seed. Yep, they will play Southeast on the 17th, as you mentioned, right here at THS. If they win that game, they will play again here at the high school on Friday, February 21st, against possibly Glenwood. We could see them go against Glenwood again. Glenwood will have to beat the winner of the Rochester-Lanphier game to make it back and then continue in that bracket. So we'll see what happens next. But again, thank you for tuning in on Tommy TV. We appreciate all of you viewing. Again, Tornadoes coming away with a victory 57-50 here on home court. It feels good if you're a Tornadoes fan. And again, a lot of Pana events coming up tomorrow, so make sure to tune in live on Tommy TV for all of that action, or make your way out here to Dolph Stanley Court. It's going to be packed in here again. Cake auction. We're going to see some recognition for the top scorers of both teams, so a lot to unpack for Pana tomorrow. Yep. Any final thoughts, Nalia, for all the fans out there?
Oh, I was going to say something, but I forgot, so it must not be important. Enjoy our jazz band. They're incredible. So I'm just listening to them and I'm like, yep, they sound great right now.
Awesome. All right, they do sound great, as always. They always do. So awesome to hear them out here. They'll be back here tomorrow for Pana. So we'll go ahead and step aside and send it back over to our talent. But for myself, Anthony Rebecco, alongside Nalia Pauly, thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and send it over now to our talent, Aviana and Olivia, who are standing by.
Welcome back to Tommy TV post-game report. This was a very close game with 57-50, leaving the Tornadoes in the win. This was a very exciting and thrilling game. Don't you think so, Olivia?
Yes, I do, Avi. Now, on behalf of myself, Avi, and the rest of our Tommy TV crew, we thank you for joining us here tonight on Tommy TV. Have a great night, Tornado Nation.
You're watching Tommy TV.
Ah.